Yes, there's stuff going on in the background. Yes, I am going to have to turn this down. Nope, too little. Um um hold on. Hold on. Why as soon as I I'm gonna be multitasking between just talking and just being myself. But this stream is definitely not gonna get that much viewers, so I'm basically fine with it in any way. Join or not, I might do something. And join or not, I might do something. I think the best thing I can do is... let's try this. I'm gonna put you on my display capture, so even when you're talking to me, you can still see what the heck I'm doing, if you kind of want to. Sure, let's do that. So yes, I am doing time clickers. As much as I... Now on my other screen, which I can't connect to this computer for some reason, I am looking at live chat. I fed you already, you cat! Or do you just want me to watch you do your thing? Whatever. Usually at this point I start doing until upgrade, mainly because it kind of takes a while to get past the training, and once you do, gold becomes scarce. I guess we'll leave that to do its thing, but until then, I'm gonna check out a couple of other things. How's speedrun.com going? What's this colorblind? One hero to level 50 in 4 minutes. Pocket Monster. Carbon copy of carbon copy of Pokemon. What's Bastion? Just some sort of random game? I mean, I know all these are games, but... You know, while I'm here, I might as well catch up on whatever the heck you said in document about this thing I added. And before I do that, I already need to use the restroom, so hold on. Yes, you're gonna see my OBS a lot if I'm using display capture. But once again, display capture is literally the only thing I have. That's gonna decrease down in size. And then once it does, we're gonna open the cheat engine for it. Because honestly, I can't stand waiting an hour for grinding to get over and done with. So yeah, I added this thing to the karma theory somewhere. Right here. Because of something that Crayoyo said in this section. Perhaps this is for an artistic reason, but it appears blue, green, purple, and red portals absorb the colors around them. I mean, I see why you say that. NPG's purple, and the Karma portals there are all purple. And they link to a blue one, which is usually in bluish tinted places. But then again, everything about screens is a blue light. The two screens I'm looking at right now are blue lights. So obviously they're gonna have some sort of blue tint to them. Unless I turn on warm light feature, then they're gonna have a reddish tint. But I don't see any greenish tone in the temple as well. Much like the knot embraces all layers, Karma embraces all forms of light frequencies. That is kind of what drove me to write this section. Mainly because if it embraces all forms of light frequencies, and the 8th layer is white light, and white light can be split into all the different colors in the light spectrum, that means the 8th layer would probably be the origin of pure karma. And instead of making that link like that, I actually thought of an example. The main premise of this subtheory is that pure karma originates in the 8th layer. Consider the darkness in the Shiva section of Submachine 9. In all 7 main layers, you cannot pass this point, so I would assume there is a wall there. However, in the 8th layer, you can phase through the darkness. This property is similar to the Root Pathfinder in Submachine 10, which utilizes karma. This shows that the white light shares a property with stabilized/raw karma. Mainly because, why raw karma? Why not karmic water or volatile karma? Well, it's hard to just store karmic fire. I mean, the portal is a great way of containing it, but even then, portals aren't stable. They break off the... I have a quote here somewhere as well. They take the raw karma within the anti-structures to keep itself stable. Once the surplus is deleted, the karma portal becomes unstable, and its surroundings break apart as the karma portal dies out shortly after. So yes, there could be a mini KPS inside of a Root Pathfinder. But you gotta consider that the Root was created in the 1900s, and the understanding of karma back then was not that great. At most, you knew about anti-structures and the forms of raw karma. Karmic water was naturally made by the subnet, and there was no way to infuse water there was no known way to infuse... Wait, maybe. Am I getting my facts wrong? Because I swear there's something in Submachine Universe that might say differently. Yeah. It's in notes, it's in notes. E. Nope. E. THB. But biggest question facing scientists of that era were naturally concerning the karmic crystal. Once discovered as the origin of karmic water in Kent, the question was, is it possible to infuse plain water with karmic characteristics outside the natural environment? It is possible to perhaps infuse other materials, other objects. Since infusing water turned out to be quite easy, and while there was no known solution for infusion of other materials yet, they thought of a crude workaround. They were able to infuse objects that could absorb karmic water. Infusing water was quite easy. Because infusing anything into water is easy. They do it with fruits, for crying out loud. You just plop a fruit in there, let the juice inside of it just diffuse around the water, take the fruit out, drink the water. Hey, it tastes like an insert fruit name here. Lemon, orange, even apple. Now, on the other hand, it being raw karma, if it was raw karma, that means it was... Actually... Karmic water is not a possibility. It has to be raw karma. Because if you take Submachine 9 as an example, and Submachine Universe, location GZB, karmic water needs to have an opening for it to build stuff out of raw karma. When contained and concentrated and contained in something like a bowl or so, karmic water will utilize the raw karma portion of it and create something useful, like a bridge to cross the temple, or a karma portal to reach a new area. The best part is, those karma portals created by the karmic water are stable because the karmic water is its raw karma intake. It does. That being said, a root pathfinder does not have any pores. So it has to be raw karma that is... Oh my gosh, you drink too fast, you dog! Just wait. Wait. You're giving him too much. Hey. Hey, sit down. Hey, Max, stay. 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 here, Max. Come on, boy. Hey, hey, hey. You wanna go upstairs? Come on, boy. Stay. Hey, hey. Oh, I got a crazy dog. Approximately 10 to 15 years after the singularity as well. Southern Bay Monastery, Second Age Mechanics. Hold on. Techniques were further developed from late 20s up until June of 32. No, June of 42. When the first commercial machine was released to the public, rendering karmic vendor parlors obsolete. So we can obviously tell this is going to be part of the 1900s. This is also going to... But if this was 10 to 15 years after the singularity, then it either has to be 1900s, it can't be 2000s because 10 to 15 years after the real life singularity, which is the completion of the main series, which happened in our 2015, would be between 2025 and 2030. Definitely no possibility for that, eh? And if it were 1900s, that would mean the singularity had to be after June of 42. Or maybe even... karmic clothes, sponges, chalk, flammable arrowheads, etc. You could also create karmic plants. When was the Winter Palace created again? Sun Machine timeline. (1832). Let's say that the note here is referring to the 1800s. Karmic infuser machine prototypes. That would have probably been it still makes sense in the 1800s. Built in 1832 by Sir Henry O'Toole, a young architect barely known at the time, an anonymous architect. If he's barely known, no wonder he would want to be left anonymous. Because being left anonymous is how he's barely known. The Winter Palace and surrounding gardens are prime examples of anti-structural architecture free from the boundaries of material durability. How could he have done it? Karmic infusion. Utilizing karmic water, placing it within stone. No, it has to be raw karma. What ratio of karma and water needs to be made for it to be mostly solid karma? Is karmic water just more fluid-like, and raw karma still has water, but it's more gelatinous? Techniques were further developed from late 20s up to June of 42. So, 1832, put that in perspective of 1820 to 1842, that's mainly in midway of these techniques. Meaning that the techniques used to infuse karma into certain materials may have been difficult, but they worked. Also, what the heck is that signature? No. This is just the name of the person. This is the technique. They're a secondary source. Gosh. I'm talking the talk, just like the stream says. If you want to talk in live chat, I'll probably answer your questions or anything. Or maybe start up a conversation, I don't know. Darn it, I'm gonna lose my, yep, there we go. We have lost it, meaning it's time for a cheat engine. Only as a speed hack. I would not use it to change values, just for speed hacking. There we go. Kaboom! Fantastic. 20. Yep, okay, we're getting there slowly. Nope. What? So I'm gonna add something to this. Early 1820s. Beginning of karmic infusion. This is Dosis 11, bolded. Techniques to infuse karma into into certain materials start to arise. As time goes on, these techniques become more advanced, and soon technology does the work for them. When were auto infusers created? Or diffuser, whatever. Oh, tea infuser, nice. No, that's just a thing. That's manual infusion. Infusion machine. Infuses. That's just anatomy. Nebulizer, nope. Anesthetic machine, nope. Intramuscular injection, no. Insufflation, nope. In the Infusion. Whatever. The process of extracting chemical compounds or flavors from plant material in a solvent such as water, oil, or alcohol by allowing the material to remain suspended in the solvent over time. It's a chemical process. First recorded use of a... Oh my gosh. This is confusing! Where the heck is this other character? The June of 42 part might as well be here. But it can't be. Because they don't change the distinction. If they did, they would go late 20s up until June of different century year 32. No, 42. I'm so used to 32 being the lucky number. Ugh. There we go. We're going to slowly get through that. That's done, I think. If I send you a video link, will you watch it? On stream? I'll watch it on stream, but I'm gonna watch it through my live chat screen first. Because for one, I have no idea what you're sending me. And I'm not going to take any chances. I'll watch it once without you and then another time with you. Assuming the content is good. Whew. I mean, what's the note for Submachine 2? Lighthouse pamphlet, yes. This lighthouse was amazingly never destroyed, though several wars have been fought over lands of Kent. That allows you to enjoy the original wall structure of this complex. It's an old meme, let's just say that. Okay, I'll accept that. Bring on the link. Sent it to where? How did you send it? Through where? Through Gmail? I would guess through Gmail. No. In chats. Oh, you can't send you can't send links in live chat, I think. Unless it's just top chat rules. Yeah, it's all chat. Chat across the board rules. You can't send it through live chat. However, you could go to the Discord server and send it from there. Just put it in hashtag memes. I'll watch it from there. Let me just pull up the site to begin with. 20. Yep. There we go. Okay. 7. I'ma just say the name is that, okay? Okay. Yes. Two memes? Not there? Okay. We are number 1, but it's... Oh, it's a tribute to Stefan Karl, probably. Okay. I'll accept that. I wasn't very fond of memes anyway, but... He's...
No superheroes. Really good. We are number 1.
Okay.
We are number 1. Hang on to your seats and listen right here. This little lesson. Oh, a tree. This is going out in history. If you want to be a Rosen number 1, you have to snatch a full guard with a bag of plums. Quick! Just follow my moves and sneak around. Be careful not to breathe. We are number 1. Oh no, this is horrible! We're number 1. We know that's it's hurting. We are number 1. Now look at this bomb that I just found. When I say go, be ready to go. 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 It's
That was anticlimactic.
Now watch. Here's the fuel. Kill and die on this apple. Fuel. Oh no!
Chocolate.
Hey! Shh! Smells nice. Would you believe it, a little whoosh, but frozen number one. Hey! Get out! We are number one. Hey! We are number one. We are number one. Frozen number one. Nice.
Okay, that happened. That happened. It's good. It's good. It's interesting. I like it. Okay, I'm be- Oh, okay. So you still hit the things. Good. No, I'm not gonna actually. You know. Yeah, I honestly don't know what else I'm gonna do this stream. I could just keep talking about the mystery of the subnet, but not that many people want to hear that about that anymore for some reason. As interesting as it is, not that many people play the game, so none of it makes sense. Ah. Come on. As soon as I get to training 4, it's gonna be slow grind. I didn't get it. Mm. Check live chat. Oh, hello, Graydon. this is just a random casual stream, so if you have any suggestions, well, I'm not going to be playing anything else other than this to pass the time, but if you have anything you want to talk about, then hit me up, and I'll be willing to talk about it. For example, my brother actually purchased the KSI vs. Logan Paul fight, so I got to figure out what happened before the news did. Logan Paul versus KSI ended in a tie, while Jake Paul versus Daisy, I think it was, ended with a Jake Paul landslide. But he disliked the main fights and it ended in a tie, so he wants his refund. Big oof. This is why you watch these things at other points, like, this is why you just watch the highlights on YouTube. Sure, the highlights don't give you the big picture, but they give you all the good moments. And that's really what you watch this UFC for, is for those good moments. Also, my opinion, half of the fight is before the fight. Like, way before the fight. All the dissing on everyone through YouTube and conferences and face-to-face talks, that's like 90% of the fight. Just verbal. The other 10% is physical. Agree? I'll be right back. What? I don't know, but you gotta go to bed.
No. Daddy said it. I'll be home before I go to bed. So, once he gets home, I can go to bed.
Weekend, and tomorrow you start your school night routine. So, get used to going to bed at 10 o'clock every weekend. Not weekend. Time warp 3 times now and still can't get more than 13 times cubes per time warp. Any advice? You are going to face a lot of strife when getting time cubes and time clickers. The best thing for you to do, and this is only my personal opinion, is to start out by only upgrading this section. You can get this other random stuff here if you want. And if you do get the chance to do so, I would suggest getting up to Spread Rifle Never Misses. Or if you can't, just get to Flat Cannon Never Misses. Because if you miss on a shot, that hits you hard. Once you get a couple of upgrades on all these, focus into these 4. Because those 4 are your powerhouses for damage. You'll also need to increase your click damage relative to your damage. And that's done by upgrading this side. And getting up to this, which costs 10,000 time cubes. But you're not going to be able to do that for a while. Finally, by around your 4th time warp, you should be starting to invest in some gold. Mainly go for red blocks, because everything else scales quicker. You also want to increase chance of rainbow enemy, because rainbow enemies are weak. So, red blocks, rainbow enemy. For progress, you're going to start by getting 1 in wave, and try to keep wave at a minimum, not maximum of 91. You don't need to invest so much in wave, because then you're losing out on precious time cubes. Boss timer, you're gonna want to get this up. Enemies per wave, you're gonna want to get this up too. Time cube appearance. This is the best thing you can do. Get this up based off of this. You're going to want to have this at this level once this is maxed out. And then abilities, you don't really need them. They help in the long run. I would suggest getting this and this filled. I wouldn't care about the rest. But since these two are like, let me figure it out. 10 minutes per thing. I would invest in a little bit of cooldown to compensate, along with a little bit of time increase for those things. Yeah. You're welcome. And if you still have any questions about how to gain a certain amount of currency, just let me know. And you don't mind me using a cheat engine just to speed up time, right? And grinds take so long in this game. BRB! Are you in there brushing teeth? You're not sleeping down here. You're gonna fall asleep down there. You're gonna put the blanket out. And if they're not home by 10:30, you're going to bed. No. Yes. Okay. Got it. Thank you. Okay. Bye. Okay, I spoke to Dad and you were correct. I'm sorry. But you still have to get ready for bed. So you gotta go brush your teeth. You gotta get ready so you're ready when Dad gets home. Yes, he did. He said that you need to get ready to go to bed. Because as soon as he gets home, you are going to bed. So do that now. No one's in the bathroom. Dang. Accidentally called someone else. On the way home, she could stay up. Okay, yep. That's exactly what you told me. Boop. Da 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 da. There we go. Dang. How many weapon cubes have I gotten in this? All-time best is 8,548. I've collected 6,000. All-time best for time cubes is 81,000. Currently, I'm collecting 66,000. So let's fix that. Cat. Oh my gosh. What's my highest wave again? The 1,920. Dun 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 dun. Yes. Oh my gosh, we're getting into training. I hate training in this game. let's finish this off right. Darn it. That is a very low increase. But it did get something done, and that's kind of what matters in this case. Yep. Yep. Let's start to get stuff done. I'm gonna wait until my dimension shift is done to do another ability usage. What do the rainbow balls do? They give you X amount of gold depending on the amount of time you set it to. So let's say you want to get, if you want to get 10 minutes of gold, you gotta upgrade this to level 5 to 10. The raw amount is 5 minutes. And 5 minutes of progress isn't really a lot, in my opinion. 10 minutes is doubling that, but still that does nothing in these higher rounds. Yes. Oh my gosh. What is my bitrate at? No, it's just YouTube. It's just in general. Oof. Ah, yes, I got the weapon cube. Yes. E! Oh! Boom! There we go. Okay. That... A. Okay. Got more of that. We're getting close to that upper limit. So, what I'm gonna do is... Next, it'll go for the time cubes. Ah! My arm! On mobile, when I click it, says you would like to watch an ad to get 10 minutes instead of 5. Well, that's mobile. And I mean, it's a big... You can also get weapon cubes and time cubes from it once you get a specific amount. So... if you really want to be strategic on mobile, the best thing you can do is always watch ads. That way you cannot upgrade this so much. Instead, you would be upgrading this. And once you start getting weapon cubes, you'd be upgrading this. Because the more you upgrade those upgrades, the more time cubes / weapon cubes you're gonna get from ads on Rainbow Balls. Here you don't get ads, because you're basically playing off of Steam, which doesn't like ads. You? Yep. I've reached my limit once again. Darn it. I guess I could farm the damage on that. Just kill that off. Get the time cubes and then continue. See if I can get enough Rainbow Ball money. Oh! There we go! There we go! Boom. Just me, you won't. So now we're gonna get this spread rifle up to its first training thing, so 4.1. That should help us with the E. Ah! Now I'm sped up. Now I'm sped up. Come on. Let's do this. Three, two, one. Yeah. Okay.
I was wondering if that little reptile like was food or what is that? Well, what is it?
Okay. So a 20 increase. I like that. I like that. I'll accept it. New bests on time cubes and weapon cubes collected.
I can't even see it, it's so light. What are, oh, honeys.
There's apple fruit, rainbow dash, and twilight. Look at rainbow dash.
You're gonna color them in at all?
Where's one? It's upside down.
Okay. So now I'm gonna wait.
Here's Charlie.
Next, I'm going to reduce my speed back down to 1 and figure out what the heck I'm gonna spend this on.
Mommy, Jason loves apple blue.
First up,
Apple one?
click damage is going to not help in the long run.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm going to want
We'll see. Okay, get your pizza off my table. And throw it in the garbage. And get your box and your wrapper. On the table. You had a big one, you didn't have a little one.
10, 11, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So that's the weapon cube dealio fixed. I'm gonna see what happens if I buy the click cannon. If I even can. Oh! It's just dying! Reconnection successful. Okay, that's good. Let's see. That's fixed. It's all fixed. So once again, I'm gonna leave this running. Starting with a dimension shift, obviously. Nothing else. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. Not gonna go. Next up, let's put those good things to work. The newest upgrades in Click. Extra white damage and extra... What was it? I don't know. we use this time to set up. Are we? Yep, we're getting 21 seconds per. Oh my gosh, I've stepped on this cord so often. Okay, we're fine with that. This is going to go on for a little bit. Until then, it'll be somewhere. I don't know. I'm gonna get into some more random talk on this. Or at least some random commenting on the document itself. Actually, no, I'm gonna check the Pastel forums because this website is for sale. Eek. Turn to the index page, the submachines. So, ooh, something in 10 and 32 chambers. It reminds me about that old bugs in some submachines where you're stuck in submachine forever if you speedrun too much. Lol. And the other one being... It's blank. Come on, let's go there and find entrance. Oh, it's a picture. 32 Chambers Street, New York. It's literally a location on a map. Oh, come on, let's go there and find entrance to the chambers. It makes sense, I think. I don't know. Maximum damage. Oh, this is the end of that. Eek. There's no more maximum oh, there is. It looks like maximum damage. What's my record? 1232. Eek. The next 80k I'm getting will all go into... It can't go into these because then we're not going to get that much bang for our buck. It can go into all this, I think. No. Better idea. I'm officially gonna end this stream at about 11 because there isn't that much activity beyond that time usually. Okay. Okay. We could increase flat cannon target damage next. Or we could... You know what, let's increase the gold gain from gold and red blocks after applying that buff. And then if we have any extra money, we can apply it to the rocket launcher and the particle ball. Because that's the usual... We're getting a shred of overpowered. And a new maximum damage record. That's nice. E. '91, '92, '93, '94, '95, '96, '97, '98, '100. I guess we're skipping '99. Nice. the main goal with this maximum damage is to last as long as you can. So that way it actually benefits you in the long run. And once it finally doesn't help you, then you input the cheat engine to speed 500. You upgrade until you go into promotion until you can't go into promotion anymore. Then you go until upgrade. And then once that's done, you time warp. When you time warp, you upgrade your weak points. Which in this case, my weak point would be... No, honestly, I gotta say it's gold. Because I'm not getting enough gold to sustain myself when I get to those higher levels. If I can get more gold, then I can help myself more. Oh, okay, I overheard a rainbow ball. $13.43, so $13.22 is where I'm gonna draw the line. Okay, we're still increasing, just barely, but it works. Now the borderline is 24. Now it's 28. $13.51, just barely. Oh, I forgot to keep track of what the heck I was at. So now... maximum damage. Still increasing. We go until we don't increase. Which in this case... there we go. There we go. We're losing time. Losing time's not a good thing. How'd I get this? It's like a tiny scab on my knee. No one's really watching this. I'm probably gonna go now. Thank you for watching what you did. If any submachine theorists come about my ramble I did in the beginning, then I would be fine with you commenting some feedback. Tomorrow is viewer request, so I'll probably do an anime review in the morning to benefit one of the requests that I got today. And then tonight, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might cancel that particular stream since I have a little bit of homework to do. Unless I can get that done in the morning. But we'll figure out tomorrow. Until tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.